Hey, what's up, everybody? Sots here one more time. I'm going to start a new game today. I saw this one pop up on the Steam store. This is called Endzone, A World Apart, and as you can see, it's in early access. I've only done the tutorial. Oh, I didn't even finish the tutorial. It was a little long for me. I got a kid running around here, so um, some more important things popped up. But what I had played, it seemed pretty awesome. It's kind of, if you ever played Banished, it reminded me a lot of Banished, and you'll see as we get into it here. Um, it plays a lot like Banished, but it's kind of like Banished meets Fallout, which is a game that I have wanted for so long. I have dreamed and dreamed about a post-apocalyptic city builder kind of thing. Um, it's my understanding that you don't quite get into a city. We're gonna pick a Devil's Fork. I'm gonna kind of talk to you and also work my way through this. We're not gonna set ourselves up too difficult here. Um, and in fact, you know what? I think we'll just go for a Devil's Fork. Sounds kind of cool. We'll remember that one. 1, 2, 3. Don't know what that is. Um, Yeah, here, let's just name this Sot's Fork. I liked Devil's Fork, we'll name it Sot's Fork. That way we don't forget where we are. So we're just going to hit Start Game. So this is kind of the environment we're working with. I think a nuclear, they had an intro cutscene here that I skipped over so that I could be with you guys quicker. But I believe a nuclear apocalypse is what caused this world to exist, and these guys were living in a safe bunker. I think they refer to as the Endzone, hence the name of the game. So John here. This looks like a good place to settle. You know what we learned in the Endzone? So there's the Endzone. I think that's their word for like bunker. They can't really say vault, because of Fallout kind of. It's too on the nose. Basic needs come first and foremost. We have to build up a water and food supply, and then let's build ourselves a new home. Alright. So, if you guys have ever played Banish, first of all, we gotta find some water. Looks like we got a good start over here. If you ever played Banished, Banished was a game that kicked my ass. I'm not gonna lie. I was not super awesome at Banished. I love Banished. We got some radiation. See, so I've somehow, I don't know if that actually does anything, but definitely wouldn't want to build a home there, that's for sure. And actually, I don't even want to build that there because I'm worried about it. Anyway, Banish was a game that really kicked my butt over and over, and even still, when I play it, I'll put it there. That looks good. I get to a certain point, and then everybody dies. And even when I was doing the tutorial for this game, the same thing was happening. So I don't know if that says more about me or about these games, but what I just did here, this is a jetty. It's kind of like a dock, so we can hire some people here. And they'll collect water, and then this here is a cistern. They'll bring the water here. This is like a water storage facility. And so a lot like Banished, you have to kind of individually assign jobs. So in this case, we have one guy building stuff. We have 9 settlers left over, so 10 total. Sorry, I have a sore throat still. So I'm sure that's not the last time that I will cough, but we need some water carrier. So that's the guy that will come out on the jetty, fill up his bottle, and bring it back to the water here. So you do need that, though, to assign jobs. It's a screen that we'll use quite a lot. This is kind of like our town center, our broken down bus. You can see everybody kind of hanging out around here. Let's get a scrapyard going. Actually, we should probably focus on food first. Let's do the basic stuff first. Since we're next to water, we don't want to go over there because there's radiation. But since we're next to water, maybe it'd be a good idea to build fishing. And so see, we just built fishing. This thing turns red, which means we have empty professions. So we'll just do one here for now until we get some more guys, some new settlers. And if you guys have been watching my surviving Mars at all, you'll know that I have a problem deciphering between settlers and colonists. But I think in this game, you know, in surviving Mars, they're colonists, and I always call them settlers. But I think in this game, they are actually called settlers, which is good for me. That's one less thing I have to think about. Just build a big crop. Next, where do I want to build this thing? Maybe we'll build it over here. Since I assume our farmers are going to need some water, we'll build our first farm next to our water source. For some reason, it won't let me build here. Why can't I build here? Try again. Same thing happened to me earlier. Remember, it is early access. Yeah, see, so all I did was unclick out of it, and now I'm able to build like I wanted. So yeah, it is early access. That kind of stuff happened. I had a scrapyard in a trial game, and all the supplies were needed to build it, but for whatever reason, nobody was building it, and my colony failed miserably as a result. So that'll be a farm. These guys just cleared all the wood. We need to choose seeds in this game, just like in Banished. I love it. I love it. Just micromanaging the hell out of these guys. And what's this question mark? We're in trouble here. Needs jetty. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oops. Yeah, well, we'll get there. See, so everything is there, ready to be built. We just need somebody to actually build it. Maybe now is a good time. What do I want to do? Trying to plan out in my head. We got a lot of scrap over here. Looks like we have some sort of storage depot ruin. I haven't done anything with ruins, but it looks like we can get some scrap out of it. So running across the top here is all of our resources. Let's do the scrapyard thing. Let's do the scrap resources. Scrapyard. So scrapyard collects scrap from ruins in its immediate surroundings. Does that mean I have to build it over here? I'm assuming it does. Seems like as good a place as any. So once that's built, we'll need a scrap collector. And I'm getting the feeling, let's see, that our settlers, I almost called them colonists, because it is a colony after all, they might like some houses. And we're just going to start them off with the basic stuff. We'll keep them next, I know this is home base, kind of, like our town center, but there's radiation over there. I don't know if that's going to do anything. It's only that little corner of the cabin. I don't know if that's going to have a big impact or not. So whoever lives here is going to kind of be my guinea pig. Oh, it looks like it's going away. Interesting. So you're just getting rid of it. That's all you have to do to get rid of radiation, I guess, is dig a pit. I like roads. Keeps it organized in my mind. Kind of takes me back to SimCity. You know, everything is kind of oriented around the road. So in my head now, when I play these kind of games, I need roads. Is anything happening over here? Maybe let's speed time up a little bit. Let's see, we have just saw some critters run across this opening. These are people. Oh, these guys. Stag, doe, and stag. So they're deer. So I guess maybe we should diversify our food. It's always important because bad things can happen to different food sources, like our fish. This lake can dry up, and that's obviously going to affect our crops, and so we need some backup plans. And a hunting lodge, I think, will help us with that. And one of my favorite things about this game, they figured this out so good, is you see when I go to plop this building down, they have these white lines. First of all, you got the green ones kind of showing where the entrance is, but then the white lines, it's just beautiful because if you look up towards the top of the screen, I can line it up with the scrapyard that's up there, and it goes off in all directions for as far as I can see, and it's just fantastic. In other games like this, I kind of whistled there, sorry. It's probably really annoying, so I won't do that anymore. But other games I've played like this, I would try to line them up as best as I could, and find out that I did not do it. But I like things to be kind of organized, or at least like in my head, my version of organized. As much as possible. What we got going on over here in the map? Ooh, nuclear power plant. An interesting place. Send a scout from an expedition station to start exploring the site. Huh. Gonna have to remember that. What else we got over here? Anything? Got some wind turbines. That's kind of cool. Man, I'm just getting so many Fallout vibes. I've wanted a game like this for a very long time. Like, since I've played Fallout 2 way back in the day. Let's see, housing. So we got this little symbol down here, homeless settlers. We don't want that. We do not want it. Or at least I don't want it. I don't know how many people can live in one cabin. Whoa. What's happening? Low water reserves. Accumulate water. Okay, so our jetty is not cutting it. Maybe we need more water carriers. Let's do that. Let's have 3 water carriers for now. We're gonna fill this bad boy up. Change field of work. Why would we do that? Oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna keep doing that a lot because I'm used to surviving Mars, where I hit escape and it takes, would close all these windows. But in this game, it skips all that and takes me directly to the menu screen, which is just one of those little annoying things that people who like games like ourselves get to complain about from time to time. Let's see. Like I said, I like things to be a little organized, so I might just plop another dirt road because I think this should work right here. Ooh, I'm just off. See, and even though I have the white, even though I have those white lines, I still managed to mess it up. So that's our hunting lodge. If we go in here, you see this white circle, kind of tells us where our hunters will be hunting. But the cool thing that I love about this game too, that's new for me, is you can change the field of work, so we can move that white circle around. And I don't know about you guys, but my knowledge of nature tells me that deer and other animals like to live in the woods away from people, so we'll have him hunt over there. And we need to fix this water problem, don't we? I think we'll build a well. Yeah. So we'll build a well. Right there. And we'll just see what happens. The tutorial told me something special about that well. But if you're not new around here, which at this point pretty much everybody is probably new around here, so I'll explain once more. I have a very bad attention span. Very bad. Wells need well keepers, I do remember that. And we still need more housing, although this one is going to be built. Does this mean we need 6 houses? No, that's homeless settlers. Well, regardless, I don't like it. I don't want it. I want my people to be happy. Happy campers. There's that radiation, but apparently you can just dig it up, so it's all good. And it's gonna drive me nuts if we don't connect this road. It's boost things up a little bit, make things move a little bit faster here. A little bit faster. I think this game looks great. Oh, and see, I said that these animals... what are you doing? I said that I was trying to stick up for you guys. Don't yell at me. Just trying to stick up for you and say that you belonged in the woods, but yet here you are with us. There was a sad face down there. I don't know what that means, but so only one person moved into this cabin, which makes me think that it's 2 people. Yikes. We're just gonna be... Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Just gonna get this out of the way right now. Dude, that seems like a lot of extra work. Like, that's a lot of digging. I kind of want our neighborhood to... It would be cool if we could have the neighborhood come this way, but I think now we're gonna have to make it come this way. And we'll build a school in a little bit, kind of over here. I wish there was a way to tell that there was radiation there, because I wouldn't build there if I knew that there was radiation. I do know that our well, it's always clean. We don't have to worry about contamination regarding the well, which is great. So now we're only down to 3, but I didn't build any extra houses, I think, unless this one was just built really quickly and I didn't catch it. Let's build recycler now that we have our scrapyard. Where do I want to put it though? Forget it, we'll just put it here. So what this recycler will do, scrapyard, harvest scrap, and then our recycler will take that scrap and turn it into useful materials. As you can see up here, we have none of that. So maybe sounds like somebody's shooting. All right. Sorry. No, I didn't even see this down here. One of our hunters reported. Let's do it. I didn't read all that, but it looks like we need to hunt venison, deer, and boar. And they'll just do that on their own, I think. So. So we have our 2 refiners. This one will keep at cloth because we need to make clothing. This one will switch to metals for tools later on. And I think we're off to a pretty good start here, actually. Found some hunters again. So this hunting cabin, this twice now, it's come in handy. Plant remnants in the animals' stomachs while they were gutting them. One of our experts thought that we might be able to grow the plants in our fields if we could find undigested specimen. Why don't we comb the forest and search for that plant chief? Okay, how do we do that? Gather plants. That's it. I think what it means is a gatherer's cabin, because it says built. So I'm thinking that's what it's actually trying to say there. We'll see. Radiation over that way too. Strange plants indeed. Our scrapper already took down that building that was over here. Holy cow. Hey, we need to build one more house. I feel like that's all we're doing right now, kinda. Just building houses. Which is a important thing to do, don't get me wrong, but I'm more interested in this plant situation we have going on. We're gonna need a gatherer. Let's up the builder so that we can get this road taken care of and these 2 houses done. Just gonna take a big sip of my tea, hoping that'll help my throat a little bit. Let's see, what else do we need? Let's take a look at the build menu to jog our memory here. Maybe a shelter might be a good idea. Is that gonna fit right there? Ooh, oh yeah, it's so good. I'll just put that right there. That way the homeless problem doesn't become such a big deal. What is going on here? Needs scrap. Wasn't that your job? Or am I just building too fast? Probably building too fast, but there's tasks here, which is also a cool thing that I've never seen in a game before. Gather scrap. You can kind of just set like a flag, basically. You can move this flag around. I think that's scrap. It looks like junk to me. So by placing that there, now we'll have idle settlers, like settlers with no job right now. They will come collect this stuff when they have time. We also need some wood, so we'll do the same thing here. I do like that tree, but we can get rid of these guys. I like that bunch of trees. And I'm gonna build resources, a forester's lodge here. I'll try to line this up a little bit better. So that forester's lodge will harvest any trees, cut them down, and it'll also replant trees that are within that white circle. And once it's built, we're going to move that white circle a little bit up this way, I think. So, somehow we can upgrade this. I don't know how. We just need enough materials, it looks like, in order to do that. So, all in good time. One thing I will build. Ooh, maybe we should. Man, I'm just getting ahead of myself now. Because I don't want to keep you guys for too long. What's this mean? With no protective clothing. So we do need a tailor shop. Let's do that right now. I'm trying to think where I want to put this. I forgot about these. I always forget about it in Banished too. Banished also has a tailor's shop that I always forget about. We'll build a workshop while we're here. Yeah, I think I might put it this way. Looks good to me. And refinery separates metal, cloth, plastic from scrap. That sounds like it's something we should maybe. Isn't that what the recyclers? Oh, it does all of them. Whereas the recyclers, you have to pick one. Okay. Well, we don't want that because we don't have any wood right now. Let's do it. We did that task, didn't we? Yeah, it's down here. Remove radiation. See, I can't see any radiation, so I don't know how to use that. There's that expedition station. School will come next. Campfires. Meeting place, which is good. But community, let's do a cemetery because when people die, which they will, probably fairly soon, no doubt, people become quite sad when they can't visit their loved ones. So we'll just drop. That thing is in the way. What is that? Scrap. Well, let's do gather scrap. And yeah, I know. Change field of work. Change it to include that. Hopefully it'll get out of the way. Because people are about to die. We have no wood. We do have plenty of water now, which is good. But we have no scrap. Because we used it all to build stuff. Yeah. It's going to be dark times pretty soon, I think. And let's relocate this guy. Because they took that forest down pretty quickly. And I don't want to have to do it, but we're gonna actually, let's just take all this stuff because we'll have that forester there anyway. He'll replant that stuff. He will replant it. And are you collecting scrap? Needs ruins. Change field of... Okay. Do you count? Will you gather this? Looks good to me. That's cool. I love that you can move those around. And we have a ton of scrap up here. What happens if we start to extinguish our scrap? Kind of incentivizes us to, I guess we have a ton of scrap. Never mind. What is this? House. Oh, it's like an old town. Very Fallouty too. Gas station. A red rocket, maybe? Very cool. Alright, since shit hasn't hit the fan yet, I think now is going to be a good place for us to stop. And we'll pick back up with this right here next time. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm just getting started, so it is cool to see your guys' feedback on some videos here and there. Check this game out. It's really fun. If you liked it, of course, hit the like button, please. If you want to see where we go, you want to watch all my people die here, because I promise they will. Also, hit the subscribe button in that case, alright? I would very much appreciate that. So we will catch you guys next time. Thanks again.